To order. For the pledge allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, minutes. Everybody have any changes to the minutes? Got a motion?
A second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Alright,
Here comes Jordan right on time.
Yep.
Partial report.
we'll give you a minute, unless you're ready.
Mississippi.
All right. We've been out on the range all day and morning, so. Nice. Forgive me, I might be a little scatterbrained. So. I'll just go ahead and bring that up. Floyd County, they gave me a bunch of free ammo, sim rounds, everything. We did malfunctions today. We did me working with them as a unit, so they're very happy to have me. And they said, hey, we'll provide your ammo. We want you to train with us and get some hours in.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that was awesome. Got to shoot the little paint rounds and stuff like that. I was the only one out of the guys that did not shoot the guy with the coffee mug.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Very proud, Jordan, very
Yeah.
proud.
Well, he was holding her by the back of the head and it was low lighting, so it was dark and you just saw a black object, but it was a black coffee mug.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then I was gonna bring up the Norse training.
Yep.
We mentioned that before. It's in New Albany. They have one in October. They have one at the end of this month, but they have one in October, and that's just to get qualified with my rifle. Counts as my yearly training, even though today, since I got that for free, I do have my yearly training with my firearms now. But that would just to get me qualified on a rifle, just to be able to, if something happens, with their guys that actually have it out.
So Norse, so everybody knows, Norse Training is, the company does some just insane advanced training to prepare law enforcement or anyone for just weapons training and situational training. Like LMPD, I believe all of their officers, it's mandatory for them to go through. I know a lot of other, they do too. I think it's not cheap, it's like $700,
It's 505.
505. But I think that sending, on top of getting ahead and getting trained, getting certified in his rifle, it would be very beneficial too from overall tactic and situation.
Where's it at? What road is that? It's in New Albany.
Yeah,
It's off of 111.
Yeah, it's out there.
I've looked it up. Nice facility.
yeah. So,
Yeah, we were actually just there this morning.
I think there's enough to pay for it out of the money you brought in from tickets.
yeah, so I'm gonna make a motion to approve, Norris training for Jordan and, let's see here. Marshall's,
Yeah, there's 4 million in there.
so
Plenty of money.
make a recommendation so I make a motion to approve, Norris training funded by the, Marshall's Fund.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? There we go.
Moving on, thank you guys.
Yep.
You're welcome. The vehicle is now back at the department. It's running good. The radiator got replaced, so we're good there. I got brakes now.
Sweet.
It's always a plus.
And I don't know if Greg, I don't know if David got with you about, John Hartman or you two. He called me today and we talked for a while
It's sort of weird to get a resolution from them accepting a car from Greenville that I'm like, we've never even talked about giving this car.
Well, and I told him, and he's contacted David and called him. He said he couldn't get a hold of him this last time. I'm like, well, he's on, military
Yeah.
stuff and he's a busy guy. So it's like, you're gonna have to go through him on the other stuff. I was like, we got light bars and a bunch of stuff, down in the basement. I don't know what it is, but we have a bunch of used vests that are expired.
Well, we did a resolution for that last month. to
Yeah.
Give them first come, first served. We declared them surplus and not worth anything,
But
so.
the vests,
The vest, yeah.
okay.
think
Is
they-
anything else,
Drink water wine, and
has anything else been just a vest?
No, because it depends on what the value is. So you guys were gonna do the inventory and value it, I think is where we were at last time. And then when John contacted me, he said, well, they said that you said they had to do an inventory. I'm like, they do, but the car, we've never even discussed, and I wouldn't think that would be a surplus. I mean, it might be worth nothing, I guess, but
He said he talked to David about it, and I said, talk to David about it.
yeah,
So,
yeah. No, I mean, I really haven't heard anything, but I got an ordinance. I drafted one for them because Jennings County had given them a car, and what they did was take, I guess.
Who is it?
It's Leavenworth. When I was out of town, they took that one and passed it at the meeting I wasn't at. I was in Barbados that time. And I get this ordinance, I'm like, Greenville, I've not even heard anything about this in Greenville.
So they're trying to donate a car to us?
No,
No,
they-
they want
they
ours.
want- they've already passed a resolution saying we're donating a surplus car to
yeah,
them,
he
and
told
I'm
me,
like,
he's I'm gonna be by to pick it up. I'm like, I
donate.
I think this was
I know.
discussed about a year ago with the former marshal, saying the car's not really worth anything. and
Well, I
they were
think-
gonna give
well,
some
we
kind
didn't-
of-
I think that was like maybe-
It was never, ever,
That
We never
car
did
was
it,
a long
yeah.
time ago that we
I think so.
bid off, but not these two. We're not giving them a car, one of these cars.
yeah, he's a super nice guy, but I'm like.
I don't think the
don't be putting
Charger
that
could be
on me.
declared worthless
Yeah.
and surplus.
No,
I mean, it runs, so that's-
I mean, I think we need,
the lights work, it runs, the radio, I mean,
I would think that it's probably.
I mean, I would think that it would be able to be traded in on something else. It's not,
we could
that would
definitely
not be
make money.
surplus.
I would like money, so.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
Yeah, sorry.
So. When the cleanup, the guy by the bank parked the vehicle and ended up getting rid of it, but now I think there's a vehicle behind it that must need to get out there.
hey, you mowed the grass today. I'm so impressed.
Start over, start
The
over.
one by the
Diane.
bank or the one
Well,
next
by
to
the
you?
bank. He
Yes.
mowed his grass today. Well, he was halfway through when it came
I didn't
through.
even know he had grass too long.
It was this tall.
Yeah, it was pretty. But yeah, he's got a vehicle. He towed that one out, which he said he was gonna tow it, and then he tarped it. And I'm like, he's not gonna tow it. He ended up towing it, and then lo and behold, there's another vehicle behind that one that is now in view. So,
I would try to have a conversation with him, and if he won't answer the door, then just ticket him again
yeah,
and say this one. Now you can see this one from the road. That first one was out of ordinance, now you got the second one, because we can see that one from the road too. But you gotta make sure it's not, the tag's expired and all that.
yeah. So the guy across the street, he ran into some money issues. He worked with me. I gave him about a month and he did what he said he was gonna do. So now all the vehicles over there are tagged. We had a problem with the trailer. One trailer with the boat on it was tagged. The other one, he couldn't get it tagged. He said, he doesn't know what to do with it, didn't have money to get it gone. And then Sunny Acres, they asked them like, if we can get someone to come pick it up, will that work? And he said, absolutely, I don't wanna be in violation. Sunny Acres came and picked it up for free at the boat and trailer.
Sweet. So the boat and the
And he
trailer.
signed
Because
the title over to us, right? Did he sign the title over to us?
The
To
vote,
us, he gave it to
To
Sunny Acres.
Sunny Acres.
Yeah,
let him sell it, so of course he'll get it
Yeah.
covered.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Jordan and I talked a little bit, about the guy, and I mean, he was doing what he said he was going to do, and it's like, and the ultimate decision is the board, but we kind of need to make some decisions on the fly, and it's like, if the guy's doing what he says he's gonna do, I don't wanna put financial hardship on him. That's not gonna help anybody do anything. That's not what we're here for. So, and I mean, you're doing an amazing job of keeping that moving, and we're fine working with him as long as he's, just being open and honest with us, like, hey, I need like a month to get enough money to do X, so. It's.
And pick up the toys. That's not a violation.
I'd like to go over and. pick
Well,
up
and
the-
he's got his kids living with him too, and he's watching over the grandkids. Well, I mean, I'm not sure what he's too old. From what I see, he's disabled, too old to be dealing with all that. So I think it has gotten, I mean, it's by no means clean over there now. It still looks bad.
Yeah,
So,
he's making a little progress and just doing what he says,
Baby steps,
so.
yeah, that's
I-
5 kids under the age of 10 live there.
Just going and ticketing him though and finding the crap
Yeah,
out of
that's
him
not
is
gonna
not
do
going to
anything.
help any situation.
No.
no, I think it made it look good on us too, saying, hey, we're working with you. We don't want to just give you this ticket,
Yeah.
so let's work back and forth.
And it's awesome work getting Sunny Acres to come and tow it for him.
Yeah,
He
that's-
agreed.
That's
That's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, also towed a vehicle, 150, my favorite spot.
We know the spot.
Schiller Road.
Yeah, it was false and fictitious out of Gordon. It was actually, no one was in it when I got there. It was, also had no insurance. Lady came, she's like, that's my car. I'm like, well, Sunny Acres is getting it now. So that one went away. And then, let's see, past the towing, we had a lady on 150 she had some mental issues, trying to jump out into traffic at night. Yeah, she's suicidal, so we got her taken care of. The son was watching over her and he had power of attorney over her, so luckily she didn't get it. He got her reeled back in before nothing crazy happened. And then also on the Floyd County note, they have also, I mean, they've been a great team to me, which is I've never had that before. They're like, you got relations, but they're really helping out. They have me coming to twice a week. They're like, hey, we're doing actual like defensive tactics training and it's open to you. So they're like, please come.
Wow.
So they're really,
We're gonna try to steal him.
Yeah, they're trying to, you understand, they're trying to steal you.
well,
I look at it that I look at it that they're just investing out here. They know that you're not a knucklehead and that they like having somebody that's gonna back them up. And if they're gonna come back, that's what they wanna know what they've got. So it makes
Yeah.
perfect sense.
Mhm.
Jordan's unstealable anyways. He lives with you.
I do.
Cool. That's great.
It works great for my family life, so I wouldn't get that going to them.
You're
What do you
right.
say?
I've got a couple of things too for Marshall stuff.
Okay.
So I sent out a message to the group about buying ammo and a sight, a red dot. We haven't bought that yet, because the Glock that Jordan has is not an MOS. He needs one that will accept a red dot. So, so he went to back to Kiesler's. Kiesler's is only offering 270 or 290.
At 270.
Offering 270 for a trade-in for the Glock that we just bought. To me personally, I think that is insanely low. So I wanted us to talk through it here before we kind of make a decision on what, just to do one ordinance. So
Is it a 17?
it's a 19, no, it's not a 19, is it a 45? 45, so it's a 19 barrel with a 17 grip. So it's a 9mm. So
Gotcha. Kind of fathom that, okay.
I'm, to me, trading it in for, even though it's not the most, and I know that's not like the, popular one to have, I just feel like we should get more out of it. So I wanted to see what the board thought, like, we could auction it off, right? Like, I would like to see us approve buying the 1,000 rounds of practice ammo, 9mm, the 500 rounds of 223 ammo, and the Glock 45 MOS plus a red dot. And then we take his that he has now and auction it off. Like,
So what are we trying to trade the Glock in for?
so it's a Glock 45 to a Glock 45, but traded in for a Glock 45 that will accept the red dots.
Ah, okay, I understand.
So,
The one I have doesn't, like.
And you're dealing with one of their salespeople, correct?
Keesler is correct, yes.
Okay, do we want to reach out to the Greenville residents, to Travis Keesler or Donnie Cherry?
I don't personally know them. I think you do.
I do.
So, I just think I think that's really low. I think we should be able to get,
No, we're not gonna say numbers.
oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what trading numbers are, so, or what.
How much do we pay for it new?
Retail's 450 at least, right?
It's probably, retail is probably 550,
Okay.
but
So,
I don't know.
I mean, they gotta
How
make
many
money
rounds
off it.
is it shot?
I don't know if, who shot it before me. since
Or
I've had
if
it
they
probably-
shot it.
Oh, is it one that we already had here?
Yeah, I didn't pick that one
Oh,
out.
well then,
Yeah,
okay, well,
That's a little
I
bit-
bet it didn't have, I bet it hasn't had, it's had less than like that. So
so 270 actually might be reasonable.
that might be, I kind of misunderstood. I thought that we bought it, so
I thought
maybe
we
that's
just
not
bought it,
bad. Yeah, that may not be bad, so. I mean,
So
what,
then what's the cost for them to get the 45 and then all the outfittings?
texted it to me, hold on 1 second, let me find it.
Because Donnie already said that he would help us out in any way he can, but it sounds like you've already got a relationship with him, but.
Well, I knew these, for the rifle, the salesman was like, hey, I know him, like you're in Greenville, I talked to him for you. And then they ended up, he came out and, delivered the rifle and mounted the optic and stuff. And he's like, he said technically, and he's a salesman, so might not be true, but he said technically they lost money on the deal after everything.
And if he said that's probably true. So Travis Keesler has that, by the Twin Bridges, the house, if you're going out, you to the left.
At the other end of the twin.
It's got the driveway, there, he's
Back
got
up
all
the
those
field.
trees. And, he's got the big barn there, and it was red, and the house was red, now they painted it all like cream colored. Off
As soon as you go through Twin Bridges, it's the first house on the left.
the only house on the left.
There's nothing more Greenville than this conversation.
Twin Bridges is down there, as you're coming into town. There's two bridges there.
Okay.
They
So-
used to look identical before they were all. hooked up.
Past the tree, Jordan.
Yeah,
Go past the tree.
No,
To the left.
The one with the
The
knot
red
in it.
barn, the red barn back off the driveway.
Go on up and hope you don't get shot.
He's really close to town.
Okay,
His dad's been former town marshal and,
And then.
they've got a lot of connection with Greenville.
and then
So-
Yeah. I was gonna say,
We got-
next-
So we got-
next to Win Dance. He's the president, so.
Five.
There you go.
582.67 for the gun. That's trade-in. That is the trade-in for his old gun, or his existing gun, and a new MOS. Glock 45 in the sight. And then for the standby. Shit. Sorry.
I can continue. Another thing I did was, I got someone out of Washington County. They, coming up Boyles, they had a warrant. They were flagged as armed and dangerous.
Oh.
So got him out of the car, high risk stop, got him cuffed and he's in jail now. So,
Did you have backup?
Good job.
yeah, was it, one of their new guys, what's his name? Schaller. He showed up, he hasn't went to the academy yet, but he was there in seconds, and then she was there in about a few minutes, so, again, their guys are just, they're always
Very good.
around, so,
Very
which is good.
Very, very nice.
If you don't speed, that's.
You got a
So,
warrant, don't go flying down the road.
all right,
Did he have
so,
a firearm in his car?
582.67 plus.
He had some knives
So
and
roughly-
stuff, but-
so roughly $1,010 we'll get the gun. So we'll get the new pistol, the red dot sight, 1,000 rounds of 9mm practice, and 500-223.
And that's after trade-in, correct?
That is after trade-in.
What about live fire?
He should have duty ammo. I think we approved that a while
Okay,
back.
Okay.
So and it would be super awesome if Floyd County continues to invite you out and provides with the ammo, like, that's awesome, but he needs to go shoot more than
Once a year.
once a year, and he's been practicing, going out and just getting range time in.
Yeah.
So, but we can't do that if we don't continue to,
Mhm.
and the price that I think there's like a 2-month wait though for the ammo to get it for this price, but it's like it's an insane good.
Yeah.
Price.
$1,000 is really inexpensive.
So was it
For all of
1,100?
that.
It's $1,010. That gives us a little bit of wiggle room.
So,
Let's just do 1,100 and
yeah, I'll make a motion to approve $1,100 for the purchase of the gun, sight, and ammo.
And Glock.
yeah. I second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? All right.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I know I gotta talk to some people about some grass, but conversations are coming. So, but no, that's it, unless you guys got something for me.
Yeah.
Unless you want to skip the property cleanup.
Well,
I don't know
So-
if you want
we
to
can
stay in
do,
order.
yeah, we got K9 bids,
Oh, cool,
the K9,
Oh,
so
Oh, really?
cool.
From last month, I think.
was it?
It was last month whenever we said we were gonna do it,
No,
but
I didn't know.
nobody put a bid in.
Yeah,
yeah.
so do I need to do something?
Do we have a bid, we had a bid deadline, didn't we?
Last month.
Right,
A
and
month
when did that come in?
I think it was the guy that put in the car bid. He thought it was for the car.
Oh, for the car? He put in a bid, the guys from out of
It,
town.
it wasn't open, I didn't look at it,
But the bid had already
Yeah.
passed. So
so.
now we gotta re-advertise and give other people the opportunity and have a
Jack-
bid date, so we have to
Jack
hold on
said-
to that.
Give it back to Tommy.
I don't have
Do we
anything.
want to, can we, if we're gonna re-advertise it, can we just save his bid?
Yes,
Well, let's just save it.
that's what I just said.
Save the bid?
Yeah.
Okay.
You wanna write on this, you wanna
It's
seal
your
it?
fee before the
Right.
bid deadline that we're gonna put.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Put some tape over it.
Let's go ahead and do property cleanup then, wow.
Do you want to go first?
Or just go ahead. I know you have something you have right on the tip of your tongue. So.
Yeah, it is. We got everybody from Parkland Heights reaching out to me about the suite residence at 6300 Maple Road. I actually have some pictures. I don't know if we want to like go through them or what we want to do. A little show and tell here. Picture, progress. Well, it's just like so nobody's there basically, is what I understand.
Did they pass away?
It hasn't been for the 6 years I've been here.
So she lives in Floyd's Knobs, I believe. So
The house is abandoned. This is the abandoned.
What's her name?
it's empty.
Her maiden name is Sweet.
Yes, we.
Really is Sweet.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure we just picked her. Never met her.
You just picked her up.
Well, yeah, she's got a new place to live. I think,
It's not, it's a
Okay.
different suite.
Okay. We know it's not Laura's suite either.
This one, she married.
I just say we just give him the address and
And
driving list.
so.
Did you get that
their
address
house
for?
in
63 hours.
Which
You
actually,
want to write it down? But you make me nervous,
I
like
wrote it down.
the waitress, the restaurant is taking all the screws. Okay.
All right, great, thank you. That's, if you wanna,
The one with.
do you have something? or-
After everything I wanted to talk about.
So-
was talked about.
What is needing to be done there? Tall grass?
Yeah, it's tall grass. Yeah.
He'll go to that.
Yeah. So Heather, is that just same thing as the other guy? Posted on the door, take pictures, send it to you?
Yeah, yeah, because that'll be, I mean, technically, all the ordinances say we can go on and do that. I'm not comfortable sending anybody, like, I would not send a water company employee to onto somebody's property and cut their grass and then send them a bill. A lot of communities do that. I'm just not comfortable. I don't want to be responsible for somebody getting shot because they're going to.
No.
We have too big of a
I'd rather
water
go-
utility.
I'd rather
be
take the
mowing
extra
people's
step and go to
yards.
court, really, just mow
We
your
have a
lawn,
business.
right?
yeah,
But I'd rather take the extra step and get from court to live, that's all my problem.
yeah,
I take a little bit more circuitous route. I know, who is it I've been dealing with? some tiny community down in Harrison County that keeps bush hogging somebody's yard, you know. No,
Well, the home is
My court.
physical decay.
they're charging like $700.
Yeah, it's the one with the, it used to have the windows busted out and they like put something over it.
Yeah.
It's abandoned, it's been abandoned for years, hasn't it?
The roof is starting to sink.
On those
Would you
two, what
call
I
the health
usually do
department?
is check the property
Health
record for
department
the
can't do
owner
anything
record,
about it as
and
long
then
as there's
mail a
nobody
copy
living
to
there.
them too.
Even if
All they
it's-
can do is mark it as uninhabitable.
I mean,
Well,
they can do that.
So you really need to do the building commission.
Tag it on the door, 'cause we
Have
know
them
that
inspect
when,
it and say,
when
"Well,
the
this needs to
property
be
owner
repaired."
doesn't line up with the address.
Health
or-
department, all they can do is issue a thing saying, "This is uninhabitable." Well, if there's nobody living there, what good does that do?
That's why we
Well,
send them
I'm just saying,
a letter.
what
with
steps
copy
do we
of
need to
the Ticket, that's violation.
Ticket them and then
Say, here you go, and send
we
it
can
certified,
call
so I know they got it. Cause then if I have to sue
the
them, I
building
know.
commission, I
we've
mean,
served
but
them.
I don't know that they're gonna come on site. I mean,
I mean, they can look at it from the road, the roof's caving in and they don't even have to go on property.
But if the health department.
The health department, they don't have any problems going on somebody's property.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they declare it uninhabitable, and then we call the
Well,
building commission.
we have yeah, so if it's a health issue, then yeah, the health department actually has a better route. They have more statutory authority.
Right.
We do have an unsafe building ordinance, but we have to hold a hearing, give notice to the property owners, make certain findings that, you know, I mean, Palmyra's tried to raise houses to the ground before, but, you know, you get a separate hearing, then nobody shows
Five
up.
of them pending right now.
Well, because they want their fire department to say it's a fire hazard, but then their fire department doesn't want to show up and testify as to why it's a fire hazard.
Right.
So there is a process for us to do that, but it's usually if it's a health issue, especially with tall grass and mosquitoes and rats and things like that, then the health department has a better statutory authority. to
well, let's
go in.
start, we'll start with the grass and then
Yeah,
and call. All right. I had the 97 Highway 150, but we've already talked about that.
Quick question, and then probably just for Jordan's understanding, nobody lives there. What's he gonna do? Just go tag the door?
he's gonna go tag the door and then he's gonna send me a copy and he's gonna tell me the property owner. You can
Got it.
tell from the property record, should be able to find the property owner. And then I will send certified mail copy, cause we know in this instance, if the property owner lives at the property address.
Right.
No issue. You just put it on the door, right? But since we know in this case that the property owner does not live there, he's gonna give me a copy. I'm gonna send a copy of the violation along with the ordinance saying, here's your ticket, send it certified mail, so I know the actual property owner's got it.
Okay, got it.
All right, circling back to financials.
Repeat.
It needs to be brown. We say this every month, brown.
That's all I see.
But it stands out when you spot it in the files.
At
I
least
think
make
it's
it,
nice.
at least make it neon yellow.
Right, we'll keep that in mind. Piss
Yeah.
yellow next time.
That's not what I said.
Your suggestion has been heard and logged.
Maybe
For all eternity.
Maybe it was inferred, yes.
Everybody get a chance to look over the reconciling file?
Yes.
Right, I make a motion to approve the reconciliation file.
Second.
Look at it first.
No, go ahead. I got the file. Oh, you wanna look at it?
Yeah.
Alright, you got
So,
I gotta be-
if it equals for that, so all in favor, say aye.
it. Alright,
Right, anybody opposed? Great, thank you. 11, all right. Anything else for financials? Nope. Great, moving on, streets and roads.
yeah, a couple of. Well, Jordan went out, he mowed Clark Street, which was the area we picked up during, property cleanup or cleanup day, clean up Greenville. And, so all the bottles are gone. It looks pretty nice, looks great. He also took time to cut, the one-way street on Harrison. The one-way sign was blocked, you couldn't see it. So he took down some of those trees or pushed them back. And then he trimmed around our town welcome sign, which looks really nice as you drive into town now. So there was that, and then we got an update on the CCMG. They moved the deadline to September. I believe our pavement asset management plan from last year should still be good for that application period. So we'll have to update it again at the end of this year, but nonetheless, we're shooting for September for the CCMG grant. And as part of that packet now, they made it clear that towns have to provide the ordinance where presidents have the signing authority. So
We did that.
we did that.
We did that, we did.
No, Crystal just got me a copy of it. Thanks, Crystal. Wait, did you give it back? Yeah. Close enough. All right, and I think, we should have had all the potholes filled. Did you see any potholes?
No.
Did we get them?
You look,
Got it. Okay, yeah, we're good.
I drove through it I think, the other day.
Yeah, you're out a little bit more than I am, so I just wanted.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we're good on potholes.
Sweet. Snow removal, I know it's awfully early. What do you think about us getting, going ahead and getting bids and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Start going ahead and starting a little early-ish.
Did we ever figure out why the bill was so high?
No.
Okay.
And Jordan is definitely out for snow removal, correct?
I don't think so. I think I don't know. It'd be worth having a conversation with him.
Okay,
I mean, he seems pretty healthy to me.
okay. That's good news.
Yeah.
That's great news, not just for us, but for him.
Yeah, all his tests came back in really good order, so.
So, I mean, I think we go ahead and just start the conversations with them and say, hey, give us a proposal for this year, for 2026. And let's see if we can get somebody locked in and. All right, we did property cleanup, special projects, the community
yeah.
yard sale.
Yeah, we have the yard sale coming up June 6th, I think, trying to get the word out. Thanks for bringing this up. Been trying to get the word out, including publishing our ad in the News Tribune. And I don't think we never approved the money for that. I didn't do that last month.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so, it's $150 to run it every day in the News and Tribune for like a month and a half.
So then that would just be for which neighborhoods?
The ad is
Townwide.
Townwide.
And Wayne Dance will never participate because they already had theirs. And every time I bring it up, every year they're like, we want our own day.
I'm sure they do. So I think last year they did have a few that participated. We're still open to that.
Yeah.
Adrian just drag a bunch of stuff in with her this past weekend. Just
I
like a
think
video
they should. I mean, but, they like doing their own thing.
Yeah, well, anyway, we're hammering the marketing. So I need, approval for 150.
You're making a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the 150
Second.
News and Tribune.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
And that's June.
6.
I don't think I got you that invoice, did I? You weren't, I usually CC you on those emails. I'll forward it to you.
All right, awesome. Anything else?
Yeah. Don Law. So for him to begin starting to do the assessed value analysis, he needs access to GIS. So the question, I didn't really know how to respond. Do we want to get him his own account? Can he share our account? I don't know what we want to do with that.
I don't see any reason why he.
So the reason he emailed is he tried to get a GIS account through Chris Moore, and Chris Moore said, no, you have to have the town email us for an account for
He's
you.
a consultant firm. That doesn't have to do that. I don't know any reason why you couldn't use ours.
Yeah, I would just say to use ours.
Okay.
I don't see any real reason why not. We have an agreement with him and all that good stuff, so.
Okay,
Needs
cool.
that information.
All right, I will message him.
Cool.
That's it.
All right, thanks. Heather?
Took care of reviewing Dunlop's, got all that out to you. Did the ordinance. Other than that, just Jordan keep writing the tickets and he's bringing in. It's bringing in pretty good money. Most people are paying.
$400 last month.
Yeah, most people are paying, and I know we've got a lot set.
That's more money than we've gotten in the last 4 years combined, 10 years combined, 20 years combined, right?
They usually pay right before their court date, so I check them and go to court when
I
I
mean,
need
the goal
to. And-
You know, the goal is to make the roads safer, so.
Yeah, and he's doing a
Not the
good job.
But he's
Oh, I
not,
do notice people around that curve, they go slow, so they see you're not there, and then they speed up, so.
well,
Sit there a little bit more.
What I noticed is, and this has been going on for years, is they'll do 35 and the 50, and as soon as they hit that 35-mile-an-hour zone
Yeah.
sign,
Then they're going 50.
then they're going 50, and it's like, it makes no sense to me.
No. Somebody did it to me. But other than that, no, everything's, running pretty smooth in Greenville.
Do we get money from Sunny Acres too?
Yes, $35 for everything you have impounded, if they pick up the vehicle. Whenever they pay for the vehicle, then we give you the $35 fee, whatever's impounded.
So I gave them 2 vehicles, so.
Right, so you should have $70 coming if they come and get their vehicles. If they leave their vehicles there, then whenever we auction off the vehicles, we'll give you your money then.
Okay, cool.
You get $35 every time you impound one.
Trailer separate.
impounding everyone.
Your car will be going down the parking
I know, right?
lot.
All right, new, ordinance or resolutions, we got the rainy day funds, ordinance
Yep.
number 2026 TO 007. And ordinance establishing a rainy day fund for the town of Greenville, Indiana. Make
I'll make a motion to approve
Unanimous consent.
by unanimous consent.
a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right.
Oh, good, by the way.
And since we're on that, just, real quick, I understood your email. So we have to move the money this year for the
this
fund.
year, yeah.
Got it.
Yes.
All right.
That's the
I
one
did
that
talk
too.
to, so just some background, Christy and I were having a conversation. Georgetown was in the same boat. I looked everywhere through our ordinances, could not find a rainy day. So I called Christy, I'm like, I can't find a rainy day, and we have a rainy day. She said the same thing happened in Georgetown. They got dinged by the SPOA. So they just passed their rainy day, I think a year ago or so. So then we had the whole conversation about, I'm not reading in the statute that it says for a fiscal year. So she's like, no, you can't go. I checked with her to make sure that we were both in agreement that you can't go back and say, okay, I want to put money in 2026 in the rainy day fund that we had left over from 2024, because that money would have already reverted. So you're gonna have to do it during the year, and I think it says in here by December 31st of each year you would. So probably one of those, you know how we do the year-end housekeeping and doing the raises and all that other stuff, it'd be something we'd want to evaluate probably in November and have done by December to move it over to the rainy day.
Can I put in the date of the 11th?
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yes, it does make sense. Thank you.
any other town business? Yes,
What is the process for, well, here's the deal. I've been approached by people who have trailers. You know, they're campers. The corner right there at Maple and, Hansel Barkley. Yeah. Anyway you go, you're in a tree. So they're kind of wondering what's the process for, you know, getting these trees trimmed back. I kind of thought.
you think
You should
trimming,
go to the owner and ask them, but
trimming them back or cutting them down?
I would say trimming them back, because I'm against cutting them down. You know, not the tree fall that's being neglected.
Are they in the, right there?
So they must be hanging over the road.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're.
We could-
It's Parkland Heights and it's in town.
Yeah, so we can do,
Would be hanging over.
yeah, so if it's hanging over the road, we could see if Jordan can do it. The only thing I don't know is how low, I mean,
I was just gonna say, he usually trims that entrance at Parkland and Beechwood.
yeah, so
So
maybe if he
we
can
could
do it.
just, throw in that extra project if, I'll come by and take a look at it and see
Okay.
what we're dealing with.
Because so the worst of it is actually on, Hansel Barkley.
Okay,
Okay.
But, you know, coming from my house, come up to Maple, you know, there's a stop sign there. So you stop, but you can't see it.
No.
yeah.
Oh, it's blocking the stop sign?
They did put the stop sign post. in,
Tree,
didn't
bush.
Gotcha.
It just, I mean, the guy that used to do landscaping there, you know, I would just ask him if he would cut it down, and he would go ahead and cut it back. It was no big deal. But, you know, the property has changed hands. And I don't know that anyone has really stepped forward and talked to the new owners.
Sure.
Got it.
Well, we'll see if Jordan can do.
Okay.
Alright, anything else for town business? Make a motion to close town business?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Stephen Show.
I'm gonna say,
Try. Make some adjustments.
we are leasing, that's our leasing down.
Oh, you two aren't getting off the hook. You've been off done stuff. for-
It's my pleasure.
It's our fault.
Wow. I didn't even see the bus coming.
I was gonna say, why you throwing?
Hey, I was on the call. I know whose fault it is.
That's contrary to everything I've ever been told. I always thought it flowed downhill.
What you got there?
We've just been busy with kind of back end stuff, working on compliance, so our water audit is almost completed and ready to submit. The CCR did get done fully and submitted. We got a thank you from IDEM since we were 2 months early, so.
Well done.
Asset management plan survey questionnaire has been submitted to the IURC. Since that's a new mandate, they want to know if we can maintain the water system for years to come. So it starts off with a questionnaire, and then we'll have to do an asset management plan, and I think it's 4 years, so. And then I've been working also on the rate study. Is that something that we're still interested in? Okay, I will
Mhm.
present something next month then. So
Yeah.
I've been working on pricing and talking with them. Looks like we're gonna start John Pector Road tie-in work next week. Kinda keeps getting pushed back, but it looks like we got everything in order now for next week. The capital improvement plan will be ready to review next meeting as well. So we'll have that and then the rate study to review. Oh, and then the health department, they cleared the, over there where I mentioned that there's like water all around our main. It's not septic, so I guess it's time for us to do some digging, dig up an area of our main there, make sure that it's not us just saturating the ground. That
Where's
would
that at?
eliminate us. Back behind Pierce,
Above the water tower.
above the water tower.
Oh, coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably have a leak there. It's
maybe.
substantial, maybe.
It's never been wet there before. We were just checking mains and I almost, sank past my ankles, so it's kind of odd.
Sounds like a leak to me.
Well, it's weird. It's just not running water. It's not really moving. It's just basically saturating the ground over time and then it just keeps getting wider, so.
Were you here when, the one coming off the pipe and it was just shortly past the tower, we had a leak there? I remember,
Rained almost the whole tank.
it did, yeah, and Audie was superintendent at the time, I just didn't know. if you were
Rained
here.
about a day. Give it a main and it
I don't
snapped.
remember that. I have to look.
So Audie said was when they dug it up, the pipe wasn't seated, like there was nothing to lay the pipe in, it was just in ground. So in
Okay.
dirt.
They didn't put
And
any
so-
rock down, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, and so they fixed that, but just for that section.
Yeah, I'm wondering if like this is something similar where it's like a bell, like where the pipes join together and it's just kind of
Mhm.
pushed itself off. And it's enough leak to just make the ground wet and not actually surface.
Yeah.
So it's taken a long time for it to fill up the ground and then start showing. So we're gonna do some investigation and see if it's us. We're just gonna dig up a good sized section in the wettest area and maybe see if it's us.
I'm surprised the dog didn't pick it up.
Well, I don't think that he walked that area because we didn't have our easement cleaned well enough. So he's not gonna take him in an area where there was a lot of ticks and stuff like that, so,
I'm still like, they like it.
yeah. So, but I don't know if the person liked it, maybe that was it, so the handler. So, that's really about it for system overview.
Is the easement, just curious, is the easement, part of our old alley?
Yes.
Would it be helpful if Jordan cleaned it for us?
I honestly thought about getting permission this summer to get a skid steer with like a brush mower and just going in there and cleaning it and maybe doing that every couple of years. So when we go in there and walk it, we can access a lot better.
Makes sense.
But if O'Mara's coming in, they'll probably be the one that's doing the exploratory digging. Scott and I talked, that main is probably 6 foot deep. It's a little too deep for us to mess with. So I thought about when they're in there, they might just take their excavator and kind of use the blade, push some stuff to the side and kind of clear it that way, just to give us better access, so.
I would honestly take that as like a maintenance though, like, personally, I don't feel like you need to get board approval to go and clean that area
Right.
out.
Yeah.
Any areas to that matter, if you can't get access, I mean,
Yeah, and it's kind of like, I don't care if you really do it yourself or you have Jordan do it, but
right,
at
I mean,
the same time, like we were just talking, you're a business, so. We
Yeah.
don't ask you to go out and mow yards. I wouldn't really expect you to rent the bush hog and go do it yourself anyways. You just
Right,
pay somebody to do
and
it.
this might be something like create like a hit list almost, and then just like, maybe once a year or every so often,
Yeah.
like, hit these spots with your skid steering equipment that you have maybe, and see what the pricing will be too.
Yeah,
would
you
it
need
make
access-
sense to
you
go
need
through and like
access to
spray
that.
those areas, once you clear it, it makes sense to go through and like spray with like 2,4-D or something like
Right.
that to keep just
Mhm.
in those areas to keep.
But for some reason, like, that area has been like a problem area, and it's probably like how the main is bedded,
Yeah,
and we've had to get in there a lot of times, so.
Okay.
So yeah, it's something good that I can definitely keep up with.
okay.
Like tomatoes in a sewer plant, they just keep coming back.
I don't know
Yeah,
if I've seen any this year yet.
not
Maybe
too early, right?
Maybe too early, yeah.
Couple months, you'll be good. You'll be farming, making some salsa.
I bring in tomatoes to a board meeting, don't ask questions.
Funny how good they taste.
That's right.
Maybe we need to make some T-shirts that say, "Don't eat tomatoes provided by the sewer company."
Yeah.
Just a random t-shirt.
Yeah,
I was thinking of making one that's the town of Greenville tomato farms.
yeah, there you go. Should do
Solid.
that.
Waste management to that farm.
What else you got?
Water losses, I think it's pretty good, 17%, so it was a little over 1.7 million, which it's down from the last 3 or 4 months, so that's looking better, so I thought that was good.
Just think when you fix the water tower leak, what it would be.
If that's it, then, it will help it out if that's it, so,
Cynical, sorry.
that would be nice if that's where it's at. We actually did, just real quickly, we did like we installed a valve on Buttontown and it's basically like a bypass meter to check for a leak on the end of the line, because for about a year now, there's just been random water coming out of the, rock and the gravel there down by the county culvert. But the unfortunate part is our main is under like 30 inches of cover, like asphalt and like flowable fill, so concrete. So if we did a repair, it'd be ridiculous. And it tested positive for chlorine, but we spent about $3,000. We put in a valve, which we needed anyway. We tested it, did our thing, and it's not us. So it must be some kind of groundwater, which is nice because we don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. So
That's great.
it eliminated that spot. Other than that, I mean, we're gonna touch on some like water business kind of later, unless you want to just do it now.
I've got a couple of things. So, why don't you go ahead and do, the part-time position?
Yeah.
And the cleanup position, and then we'll go to the other stuff.
Part-time position is now, we're now hiring for part-time position. I don't know what happened, so a couple of weeks ago, I did notice like his demeanor kind of changed. I talked to him about being late, just having days off for car troubles or weird thing, but it started to be a problem. I talked to him about it. It seemed like it was fine, and then I left for like a little camping trip. And I was still off. I think that Monday I had some bereavement time. And like he called me ready to quit, all the stuff. I talked to him, talked it out, like what's the problem, what's going on. And I thought he was gonna come in the next day, kind of work it out, but he didn't even show up, didn't even text me. So I let him go that morning. So the biggest issue was he was part-time, which he signed up for, but he didn't like the fact that we have comp time or we can request personal days off, and he felt like he should have those days off, but he didn't have the time to do it. You're part-time, no benefits. So I think that was his biggest issue. On like rainy days and stuff, he didn't understand why he had to be here and do inventory or do things. It's like we work every day. It doesn't matter about weather. So
So what days of the week does a part-time guy work?
Monday through Thursday.
Okay, so 4 days?
Yeah, so we bumped up to 32 hours, the most we can do for part-time.
Mm.
But, yeah, so we've had 23 candidates apply to the job, and we have 8 possible interviews as of right now. That's just within the last week or so. Posting. I had a few more apply tonight too, so maybe we'll just let it run a little longer and see what we get. So that's kind of where that's at.
Galena property?
Galena property, I did get some updates about that. That's been really fun to go with. I would say we're about 65%, towards the finish line there. They called and said that the mortgage company is actually entertaining it, because they didn't turn them down right away. So I think that the bank wants to do it. They just asked them for more information, and I think they submitted it today. So it's looking more hopeful than what I had thought. I figured if the bank didn't want to mess with it, they would just turn it down immediately. But instead they've asked for more information, and hopefully we
I've
can.
been on some of those emails, but they didn't ask anything for me, so I just sort of filed them away. They're trying to
Yeah,
get their ducks in a row and
yeah. So
just let it move along.
So that's looking good. So if that acquisition happens, I was also asked, would we be willing to sell our small parcel up there if this acquisition happens, and how does that process work for us to sell a parcel?
I mean,
The little bitty parcel that we have up there.
yeah, I think once we get this acquisition, before we did that, I'd like to look at like the plan again.
Yeah,
Really double check what we got at
Is it
that.
like 0.2? It's really small.
It's very small.
The owner,
He
Russell,
wants to bring it together.
yeah, he wants to like, you know,
The guy that wouldn't sell us the right length of property. Yeah,
well, he would.
we'd
sell us-
entertain that.
Right,
deal.
He would sell us, he would sell us property, but it's not the nicest or best, you know, it's
Yeah.
not really a
it didn't
tangible
work.
piece of property, it's the
Yeah.
shopping property.
Okay.
Well, I'll get you a good.
50
rundown
grand
on
it says.
the Real property. It's in the same statutes as it
This guy.
depends too on what it's worth,
Okay,
what it, you know.
so would that be
So-
like the same thing as, you have to get appraisals done on it, just like the same, and then, okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll get all that together for you and give you a rundown of it,
Okay.
once we decide if that's the way we wanna go.
yeah, I mean, we,
Is selling the same as buying? You still gotta appraise it and then,
Mhm.
so we can't sell it over appraised value or what?
We gotta know what the appraised value is first,
yeah, and
Do we
then-
have to give
but I'll
the
get,
buyer the appraised value that we got? If he
I'll
doesn't-
get you the statutes together. I don't
Okay.
have them off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, like-
It's the same set of statutes that we use for everything else.
and if that goes through, I would guess you're gonna be doing the closing, right? And then we wire transfer, and then we do have closing costs. I think right now they're saying that they're like $1,076.45 for closing costs.
Normal,
So, okay,
non-problem.
Where are we closing at?
here, if it,
Usually down
Pretty far
to
away.
now.
yeah, we're like
But we
65%.
can, yeah, or we can go on down to, the last one we did was down there on Charlestown Road.
Seller was asking about, let me look it up real quick. They had sent me a bunch of stuff this morning. I can find it through this email. WT&S Title LLC. They are on East Spring Street in
Or
New
Tyler
Albany.
and Scott.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, we're about, I would say 65%. I mean, I'm happy that the bank is engaging and didn't just reject it. They're asking for a little bit more, clarification on the parcels, so, the property owner's doing that, so I think that's good news, so just staying hopeful.
That's awesome.
Mhm. But really, that's all I had for water. For Galena property, so.
I got some stuff.
Okay.
Yep, so for a couple of things for sewer, I've got, thanks Crystal for printing this off, whoever did, I signed it. This is our new 5-year, national pollution, elimination system agreement that we have to do, permit that we have to do, so Asbury put everything together, so I just had to sign it, so, then if we could, if you don't mind scanning it back to me and I can send it to him. So we have super awesome, exciting news. So Representative Hutchins, team contacted me and then I talked to her. You know, Stephen and everybody worked hard on the presentation at Ivy Tech. But Representative picked that up and took it as a community project. And we've made it past the first hurdle, for over $1 million for sewer expansion.
Cool.
So now there's other steps that we have to go through, you know, before it gets to like the president's desk, but to sign off on, but, I think if we make it past the next phase, then we need everybody to start making phone calls to representatives, so, we get numbers and stuff just to kind of lead our case.
Congresswoman Helton just got a lot of money for this area too. She's been very successful in her community projects, so.
Yeah.
Very hopeful about that.
Yeah, I spoke to her, and she didn't realize that, that our little community has already put so much money in to, planning for sewer expansion. And two, that, I told her that, and there's gonna be other dollars for us to maybe work with her if we need help with, additional funding
Which we do.
and for future, the next phases of it. But she didn't realize that we had tried to go out and get expansion, and some of the surveys that come back, people were refusing to do the surveys so that we could get, grants, bonds and all of that good stuff. So she didn't realize that. So I've got several of the phone numbers for like her team that's really handling a lot of this stuff.
One of her team lives in our neighborhood.
You told me that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Jonathan Pierce. He's her Floyd County person, and then Amanda Lowry is her
Yeah.
ninth district person.
So,
So you don't even have to call, you can just go knock.
I will
He
call him.
actually came here.
As long as you're not doing Main Street.
Yeah, JP's been here. Yeah, he's been here and introduced himself to us.
so super, I mean, that's pretty awesome.
That is really
That is.
awesome.
So, obviously we'll have to come up with some money, but
But if they make the investment the first time and we do manage to get that first grant, then they've got a vested interest in helping us grow more.
exactly.
That's the way I'm looking at it. The
Yeah.
future is, it looks really bright if we can get past these first hurdles or these hurdles. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so, super happy to share that with everyone. So thank you.
Here about, what is it, like midsummer or late summer, something like that?
Yeah.
Or the next update.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I think
It's
that's what,
still, the way I understand it, it passed the House committee, it's gotta go to the House, and it'll go to Senate committee, and then the Senate.
But, and it's past the subcommittee. It is past the subcommittee. So yeah, it's
It
then,
goes to committee and then.
Yep.
House, okay, got it.
next thing, so, working with the Mirazon folks
Yeah.
and we did a call, Crystal, we're on, so
$33,000 for training.
right. So we had a very candid conversation with the Mirazon folks, and yeah, and like, I think it's insane. So I emailed them, this today, and they're like, oh, well, foundation, you gotta do the training. And I just wanna talk to them, like, we're not doing, and like, if you look at this fine print, and I mean, ladies here, they're like, we can figure it out, like, we don't need, need any training, but I wanna make sure that we need to support you all, George, Jack, we need to support you in learning how it works, but this isn't a new implementation. I mean, it's a cloud base. You can't tell me that it's gonna be that different. So
It looked easier than what we're currently using, whenever we've seen the demonstrations.
it's good to know. So
I mean, it did, it just looked easier, with stuff we're already using elsewhere.
on their quote, they factor in, airfare, rental cars, their hotel, food, mileage. For 8 days, which comes out to the $33,000. I'm like, pointed out like,
Person, dude.
what,
Send one person out here.
More.
whether
They can stay in my spare
it's
room.
it's $75, I think, like their food stipend, but they're in Indiana,
for 'em.
so like you don't get the fly, like that's dumb. You rent a car and you don't do mileage when you rent a car.
No, you don't.
So it's your car rental. That's
For a week.
one day of travel, that's your day of work. No,
video training.
so that's where I'm going, is to say, like, fine, if part of it is you have to do training in person, one day. And then support us for 2 days virtually and see how that works.
Yeah, but that's crazy. I looked at that, I'm like, this is
So-
crazy.
the other
I'm in
pieces,
the wrong business.
so the other pieces that they shared with us, so our server, the software is not end of life into support. We're on server 22, so that's good for until 2028. There's a couple pieces of hardware that may be going end of life, so we can get extended support there, which would be fine. Uh, the Keystone software is, so there's like, what, 40 companies or municipalities that are in front of us. So they're not gonna be able to get to us until next year. We can go the hosted solution, so cloud-based. There's no plans that Mirazon could pick up on, like, are they gonna force us to go to that at any given time? So there's nothing that's gonna be forced, but I personally think that we get out of having a server here. We go all cloud. I think it's gonna be all more secure. That's my opinion. You know, updates are instantaneous. They have to vet it all. Having 40 customers in front of us, you know, I would like to, after they implement like 30 of them, I'd like to have a conversation with the other municipalities to find out how it's going. Like, I mean, are they crashing and burning, or do they love it? Or some flavor in between. I mean, it's crash and burn, and we'll say, screw y'all, we're just staying what we got, and we will get a new server, but
Probably is the way to go.
yeah, I think that the, you know, hardware is just, it's continuing to go up. It's so expensive, so. We're working to schedule another call with them, with, Keystone, because we're not, I can't say we're not, and that's what I told Marathon, but my opinion is we're not paying $33,000 for training. Like, that's just insane. So.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
No.
So they're like, yeah, we got this, so.
You have to remember Kaylee babysat Adrian. She probably can handle anything.
Yeah,
Wow.
Kelly's like, I got it.
I had both of them.
It's easy though.
Hayden was very easy.
So, did I miss anything on that? So,
Do you think they said if we don't sign up by June 30th, there's like a 40,000 discount we're getting or something? Did you?
oh, I didn't see the date, but they're waiving they're giving us an early adopter like discount. So they're like discounting the whole thing. So I think that there's no reason why we won't, I don't think there's any reason why we won't sign an agreement by the end of June. I think that we'll get the meeting scheduled here in the next couple of weeks. I'll type it up, send it to the board, and then the June meeting, like, we can make sure we have all the approvals. The June meeting, then, we'll go ahead and pass something. It's just, we gotta understand that training piece. I just don't see it. So. Any questions about all that? We did have an incident, right? You wanna share do you want me to?
I'm making sure, but after my conversation with you, I feel kind of silly because it makes it think like, it honestly said out loud and it just doesn't sound realistic, but, so I tried to explain it to you and I think it was terrible.
Max,
so-
just say it, please, because.
So-
I can say it. So Friday, we got a call from Indianapolis FBI agent wanting to speak with our IT department. He didn't, give us like any extra numbers. He didn't say go to this link, but he did mention that somebody's, credentials were leaked or trying to be sold on the dark web. So I said, just give him Mirazon's number and let them figure it out. I gave it a little bit. I called Mirazon. They had some kind of questions for the FBI agent. They were unsure of some things, but they said that they look into it. But they did say that, her credentials seemed like they were for sale on the dark web. We're talking about Crystal. And I guess they did their thing that afternoon, found out what they said they found out. Mirazon found out that it was true. It did get leaked out somehow. So like they shut down or shut off her VPN. And they're gonna redo her whole VPN, and then they made her change like her login and stuff like that. And then they checked everything on the back end, And so there's nothing weird going on elsewhere, but they just somehow got the login information and was trying to sell it. So that was kind of a new thing for us.
Wow,
The first.
It's gonna be coming more and more often.
so you're hot
An
property.
FBI agent called, you would think they would come here because I'm like, this is a scam, bye-bye.
Yeah, well, so,
What you-
uh,
I don't know if they monitor that stuff now that we're, or,
Don't you need dual authentication to log in?
Yeah, that's what,
Oh, the-
Mirazon said,
Yeah.
that no one even attempted it, and even if they did, I would have got a
That's-
notification.
well,
that
yes.
it's free.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Don't say,
there,
hey,
there was a
you're logging
specific
in.
threat to.
so I'm glad that you get, well,
Yeah, we are watching water system.
so I'm glad that we had to do two-factor authentication, and I think I probably freaked you out whenever I had like a million questions. So I called the FBI field office and I did a, like in a not a complaint, but like I logged all of my information with them and I was talking to a guy. But then, I had a personal, appointment, so I had to end the call. But, he did confirm that the phone number that Steven gave me was the main phone number to the Indianapolis, FBI. And I was trying to get him to confirm the name of the FBI agent, but he was just gonna connect me to that. And so, but I was like, so can they call me back? He's like, well, I don't think that they're probably gonna call you back. Like you can call again and, go through the steps and we should, we can get you in contact. But once he said that, like, yeah, that number is the correct number, then I doubt it. I didn't think that they would have spoofed if it was a bad actor, I didn't think that they would spoof like an FBI phone number. I think that would be somewhat hard to do. But my only concern, and I didn't know what Mirazon did, because you typically won't, like if bad actor calls and says, hey, whatever, and they give you a phone number, you don't call that phone number back. You have to go through, but I'm sure Mirazon did that. So that was exciting.
Yeah, we just took it straight to.
Wasn't
Mirazon.
exciting, that was probably.
Oh, I was shaking when I answered the phone. It said FBI, and I was like, let me put you on a brief hold.
So the phone actually cut out and then he got real serious. He was like, did I mention I'm with the FBI? Yeah, we heard that part. So I thought dealing with IDM and EPA was kind of scary sometimes, but I don't know,
Well,
this guy seemed pretty serious. So.
I mean, just so you know that IDEM has an agent from the Department of Homeland Security that is part of IDEM, and he has someone with the FBI that he works with. So, I haven't talked to the FBI, but I've talked to the, Homeland, Security agent before. So I do know that they have that. So, anyways, it's a little interesting. I'll just say.
I just think it's great.
If I was Chris, I'll be checking if nothing else got hacked.
So that's the only thing that I would say. I would
Personal banking information too.
I would get a new router. That's what I would do. I'd be kind of worried about. I mean, maybe nothing, but and depending on which one you have, Russia has a known exploitation with TP-Link routers, especially older ones, and almost every router, this is what I've kind of read and been told, is that almost every router that comes with your Spectrum, your mainstream, all of those, the ones that they provide you, all have TP-Link chipsets. Like they're all made by TP-Link. So, just went back. Eesh, thanks.
And we do change out passwords, I think every 3 months, sometimes sooner than that.
Good.
So we do change password and so I don't know what they were gonna do with that. I think that whoever had it was just trying to make a quick dollar or something, I don't know.
Maybe.
Sure it happens there.
Typically here in conferences and stuff, login information is not really sellable or something tangible because it changes so often, it normally doesn't go anywhere anyway, so.
Yeah.
But still,
I'm glad they alerted.
somehow they got it, so. It's weird though, Mirazon didn't know, but
Exactly.
that's where I'm having trouble bridging. FBI knew, Mirazon didn't, so I don't know.
And they want $33,000 for training.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Marathon doesn't, but, whatchamacallit does. All right,
Keystone.
Keystone.
And
All right.
then,
Yep.
so, I guess it's new business, but you can say breaking news. Can we have like a category about breaking news? So, it's nothing serious, but, I have to do 3 road permits and I need to get a check for $781 for road permits. I've never
For-
once.
Highway?
County, never once had to do any road permitting with the county. And they called out one on Edwardsville, Galena,
For
and they want me,
Oh,
you have to, I do them all the time.
he had the bonds for the, if he's,
In case something's damaged, they go back against the
Why
bond.
have they never done it before?
They have done it before, but not recently.
I mean, I don't, but they want, so like I'm gonna have,
You have to remember Dunlop's gone, Nick Creevy and them are probably
I'm gonna have a couple
their
road,
teams different.
road cuts on
They're
Top
reinforcing
Bechtel,
stuff.
a road bore, is a separate cost. And then I had one on Edwardsville, Galena recently, and they want me to submit individual permits for each one of those and pay fees, which add up to $781. And I need a check for that
I'll
too.
make a motion to approve $781.
$81. Second.
Everybody approved?
Yes.
Aye.
Aye. Everybody opposed?
And then,
Interesting.
Are we still on
Break-
breaking?
I like it.
Yeah.
yeah, breaking news. Cause this is stuff I'm just now kind of finding out, so it's breaking news to me. So, my capital improvement plan,
Do that.
it's going to be finished next month, but
Heather, hold on, sorry. Can we do that on our roads? Get bonds?
We have road cut permits.
But can we do bonds for when somebody,
Spruced up like mainstream.
And if the county-
Hey, who contacted you
Why
with
can't
the
we do
county?
it?
Right.
Should.
Ratio. County engineer.
Yeah, I like
I'll
ratio.
look into it.
Great. All right, sorry.
So capital improvement plan, basically, we need to get, the summary to have something to present, and then we need to get all the costs associated with it done. Unfortunately, we are at or over our budget. And to finish up the capital improvement plan and tank analysis, we need $3,300 more.
And can that art tank?
Yeah, we were doing tank scenarios to see how we can make it more efficient and reliable as far as like different methods we can use to maybe fill it up or send water throughout the system. That was part of their capital improvement plan, and I think that they also ran some scenarios with the emergency connection possibilities too.
And who is it?
Who needs it?
It's Heritage.
Oh,
So they've already done work on it? This is the finish of, or this?
This is the finish, so there was like they were billing us $3,300 every month. I worked with them a lot and talked them down. Originally, they wanted $25,000 to do this. And we got down to like $9,900. And now they're saying we've kind of exceeded that with the time we put into, the model and just doing the tank scenarios. So to finish this up and give us something to present next month, it's gonna be, they're asking $3,300 to finish this up for us.
They signed a contract, right?
Yeah, I think it was just something, yeah.
Is that open-ended contract or?
Or we have an hourly with them, you don't know if that's what they're using.
Yeah,
I don't know, I'd have to see the contract. We've had several contracts with Heritage. I don't know what on this specific job off the top of my head. If you want me to look at it, I'm happy to look at it. You can do
Maybe-
contingent on legal or.
Maybe we should, and then we can always approve it, in a few days, is that?
You can prove it contingent on my review if you
Okay,
send me the
that
contract
works.
to look at. Can you find that contract for that?
I move that we,
Thank you.
fund Heritage with another $3,300 pending approval from Heather, from our attorney.
A second?
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Right, opposed? All right. Thank you.
Any other breaking news?
I think it's all I had.
Thank you, much, man.
I got, sit down.
All right. Gee.
You're not employee of the month.
Right.
I think that should be Kaylee since she took an FBI off.
I know.
You put the on hold. You put the FBI on hold.
I love that doing it too.
All right, any other utility business? All right, I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
Second?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
I like the water bottle second, it's like, yeah.
Thanks, Gordon. What did you call them? What's now, it's what's her?
It's like 10 miles. I drove down yesterday.